Well, we're going to build some planters, a couple of real small ones, really easy to do. And I'm always trying to find something for you to do that's easy enough that anybody in your family can just join together and just, you know, one good Saturday or Sunday and go out in the garage or your shop or something and make these things. Really nice to hand them out to people. You know, they're very inexpensive because I'm only going to use one board, one picket fence, one cedar board to make both of these. It don't take that many cuts, and it's not much wood. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started on it. First, we're going to go ahead and get the measurements off of this one, and we'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, so what we need is a 12-inch piece. Let's get that cut out of there first. I have to fight with these pencils that never work. Okay, now the next piece, we're going to need a 5-inch. Another 5-inch. One more 5-inch. Okay, got 5 inches, and now we need to do the bottom piece. No, 4 3/8. Let's go 4 3/8. That's what I need. Now let's go back to the top, and I'm going to cut a 45 in that top. So, but I need to find the center first. So, what is the center on 5.5 inches? Would be 2 3/4. So we'll mark that board 2 3/4 right in the middle here. Okay, and we're going to cut this on a 45. Okay, we got a 45 cut, and it's 12 inches long. This is all 1/2-inch wood. Okay, first thing we need to do is got to recut this one here. This is the bottom one, this one here, and we're going to cut it. Get that ruler. I'm going to cut it down to 4.5 inches for the bottom. So it's going to be 4 3/8 by 4.5. Here, and then now we need to cut these ones down. We need one of them needs to be 5.5 inches long, because it has to be the same size as this one here, because it's going to be the front board. Okay, so you need it 5.5 inches by 5 inches. So this one's done, and the bottom is done. Okay. So we want to cut the 2 end pieces. So we need to stay 4.5 inches for the end pieces. these are going to be the boards that go this way. One here and one like this. All right. So I cut them 5 inches. So the long one is 5 inches. So if I cut this one, this is my long one, and this is my short one. The short one would come out to 4.5 inches, and the long one comes out just plain 5 inches. Now I cut this board 1 inch, and then I also cut this down a little bit thinner, just to kind of make it offset a little bit. Okay, so we're going to cut these two here, my 4.5 inch and my 5 inch, and then we'll be done. We'll be ready to put this together. Okay, we got to cut a hole here for the bird, like saying the bird's going to go through it. Some people don't cut all the way through, they just cut down into it and then they paint that, or they give it, like maybe stain it with something, and it makes it look like it's, you know, it's back in there. But we're just going to cut all the way through. I'm using right here is 1 3/8 Forster bit, but it's up to you. If you want to use you know, a different size, it's fine. It really don't matter. So if I want to go ahead, and you could put this pretty much anywhere you like. I'm going to come down to about a 3.5 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the center of that board, and that's center of that board is 2 3/4. All right, that's what I'm like. Now I know each time you do it, you could put them down lower, you could put them up higher. You know, I mean, just kind of keep it a little bit like here in the center would be fine. So okay, let's go ahead and cut that. Not too bad. Okay. Okay, we have all our pieces cut. We'll go back over the measurements one more time just to make sure you have the measurements on it. So first of all, let's go ahead and get it started. We're going to use some glue. I'm using a staple gun, not staple gun, but I'm using a brad gun. I use that staple gun so much that, you know, every time I say it, I'm using a staple gun. But no, I'm going to use the brad gun. See what kind of nails we got in this thing. I would say probably about 1 1/4 inch, probably what we have. But you just need enough to go through a 1/2 inch piece. So if you use a staple, it's 1/2 inch, and then add to another 1/2 inch, it would go in. Of course, you need a 1 inch staple. 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/8 inch gives just a little bit more grab onto it, but you're going to end up putting glue on it. We didn't put any screws in this, so it's going to be pretty simple, pretty flat out simple to do this. So let's start out with putting, this is my front board and my 2 sides. Now these are bowed, of course. You know, it's really hard to find them that they don't have some kind of little crown in them, but I'm going to use them anyway. So what we do is let's just go ahead and put the bow part in. That's what we're going to do here. Let me go ahead and get some glue on here. One thing nice about working with the rough wood like this, you don't have to be real particular when you do it. Boy, that thing opened. Gotta get it open to get the glue out. on here. And now let's set this off to the side and put this top on, because it's easier to put that top on there, these pieces here, while it's laying down. Now I'll put the smooth end down. Okay, there you go. Real easy to make these. Just made out of your cedar. These boxes, like I said, these we'll go to measurements real quick. This is a 5.5 inches. Of course, this is 5.5 inches by 12 inches. Then we cut that on a 45, and then you come down here, and then this one here is 5.5 inches by 5 inches up. 4.5 inches here, 4.5 inches, 5 inches up, 5 inches. And then just go ahead and mark your bottom. What I would do at the bottom was, after I would get it kind of put together like this, you could just set this right down on top of another board and then just trace the inside of it and then go cut that. Some people get that measurement off, that 1/4 inch. Sometimes get a little confusing to get that right measurement to make sure that, you know, it seals up real nice on the bottom. But you got to drill holes anyways. So if it's a little off, just go ahead and build it, because you need it to drain on the bottom. So we're not trying to do things perfect. We're just trying to make things easy enough that you can build them yourself, and the whole family, your whole family, can have fun making these, and then making a profit. If you'd like to make a profit off these, it would be great, because spring's coming. People's going to be doing flowers, and this is the best time to do planter, any type of planters. And then, like I said, what would it cost you to build these? One cedar board, I think it was $4. These are about $2 a piece. I probably would sell them around, maybe, I would guess around $10 if you could put flower. $10, $12, you're going to put flowers in them. You can paint them. If you'd like to have them painted, you can stain them. You can decorate them up, put little birds on them. There's a lot of different things you can do with these. A lot of crazy things, you know what I'm saying? Crazy ideas. You can also, I thought of some other stuff, but I'll just keep rambling on about it. I could just go on for days. Okay, that's it. Some glue, and oh, let me explain this. Although this one here, when I first did this one, the only difference in them, this is 5 inches high, the box, and this is 5.5 inches. And then of course you got to cut the bottom a little bit different. But that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You have, make these things, sell them, make a profit, make some money this year. You know, people's going to be wanting to get out and buy things to put around their house every year. I think the flowers go better than the vegetable plants, because we try to sell vegetable plants the last 5 years, and we have off and on, and we just kind of slowed down on it because people they spend more money on flowers than they do food. So I don't know. I thought that was a little backwards. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please subscribe to the channel. Give me the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Helps out the channel. Thanks for watching. And be kind to somebody and make something for them. Give a gift. Have a great day.